Welcome back. This is Professor Craig Maher, and you are listening and watching a webinar describing the last ratio number 10 in Ken Brown's 10-point test. Ratio 10 is debt service as a percentage of total revenues from all governmental funds. So we are back to the statement of revenues, expenditures, and changes in fund balance for the governmental funds. And if you look toward the bottom of expenditures, you see debt service broken out in terms of principal and interest. In this particular year, the amount of debt service paid for principal was $10.9 million, in interest about $8.7 million. So for this ratio, the numerator requires that you sum those two. So we've got 10,938,477 plus 746. 867. And so in fiscal year 2011, Spokane spent about $19.5 million on principal and interest. The denominator is total governmental fund revenues, and that number is 246,100,325 for a ratio of 0.08. Another way to interpret that is debt service accounted for approximately 8% of total governmental fund revenues in fiscal year 2011. That takes us through the entire Ken Brown 10-point test as applied to Spokane, Washington in fiscal year 2011. I truly hope that you found these webinars useful. You are strongly encouraged to watch one video, compute that ratio for your own project, and move on to the next and the next and the next. We will be discussing the meanings of these ratios in class, but the key at this point is that you are relatively comfortable with how to calculate these things for assignments and for understanding what we mean by evaluating financial condition as we move through the rest of the class.